I hope you can hear me now. I had to fiddle around with my settings. There's a little bit of latency with my webcam, I just noticed. Hit up the damn chat box. Can you hear me? Can you see me? You look good. Huh? I'm taking this as a yes at this point because I'm really tired of fighting with this thing. So we're just gonna. My lights are on. I just don't have a whole lot of like front face light crap. Is this better? Because like this is about as much light as you're gonna get from my face cam. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Rihanna, if you're watching this, don't worry. This is as good as it's gonna get. The stream itself is healthy, so as far as I know, any issues with the whole thing is on your side. As far as the webcam being too dark, I can't fix that right now, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. So we're just gonna jump into a game. So for the two viewers who are watching and don't know what Hearts of Iron 4 is, it is a grand strategy game set in World War II where basically you pick a country, almost any country, and you play as them. You choose everything from their government type, their export laws, their freaking like you can. It's crazy. You can play as freaking Germany and turn it into a communist nation during the game. But you'll see as the game goes on. You start out the game with one of these two scenarios, one before the game, before World War II starts, and one after World War II starts, when Germany starts fucking shit up. So I don't like playing as that because it's just boring. Well, it's not boring. It's not what I like about the game. It's weird. I prefer the game for like the actual diplomacy and like government crap and preparing for war. The actual warfare, it's not boring, but it's kind of hard. It's harder. So like I prefer the Gathering Storm scenario. Zach, I'm telling you, it is as good as it's gonna. I'm not responding to you anymore, Zach, because you're being an asshole. So, to select a country, you start a game, and then you have all these crazy ones. This is through a mod called Road to 54, where it adds a bunch of crazy cool stuff to the game. It's just a mod. But I'm going to choose a country that is given stuff from an expansion. I'm going to play as Hungary. I play as them pretty often. And they're pretty fun. They're a small country, but they have a lot of these things called national focuses that basically give it the ability to diplomatically take Czechoslovakia and Austria. And it's pretty cool. So we're going to play as the Kingdom of Hungary. Going to try to take Austria and Czechoslovakia without bloodshed, but there are ways to do it. I'm going to play it on regular because recruit. And I'm going to turn off historical AI focuses. So basically, it's a simulation where all these different things normally follow what history has done. So like Germany tries to takes Czechoslovakia, rearms the Rhineland, annexes Austria, and invades Czechoslovakia, declares war on Poland, France, all that fun stuff. But if you turn off AI focuses, it's kind of a dice roll because you don't know what countries are going to do. You have an idea if you look at how the AI likes to play, or just going off of what the country has as national focuses, because a country is not going to deviate from what the national focuses already are. So like America, since most of it is centered around just getting out of the Depression to start out, it's going to, for the most part, follow a lot of what it did in history. But things like Germany, sometimes they could go democratic. It doesn't have to stay as a fascist government. And so basically it just takes the history and throws it out the window. It just goes, yeah. So we're going to play Kingdom of Hungary. Here we go. Initializing game. Graphics. This game is not graphically intense at all. It's very simple. Ah, shoot, you can't see part of the freaking menu. 1 second. Okay, we're gonna pause this for a second. I'm gonna move this down to, well, where do I want to put this? This isn't inspiring. Yes. Yes, this will be cool. So, welcome to the road. Blah blah blah. Single player, because that's what I'm playing on. So already I can tell that my new computer, which is what I'm streaming on, is already doing significantly better than my old one did. My old system would have so much trouble right now because the processor was damaged. It was an old, outdated processor. So, okay, that's not important right now. So, starting the game, you have a bunch of menus and tabs, including this section up here, which you gotta pay attention to. It has notifications. So starting out the game, I need to pick out what research my country's gonna do. I have to use factories to build crap, use military factories to build weapons and armor and crap like that. National focuses. This is what I was talking about, where basically national focuses, I'll just show you. it's a giant ass menu of different things that your country can do during the game. Like it's pretty neat. I like the thing. Actually, it is neat. Well, not that I think so. It just is. That's how it is. It's pretty neat. So as Hungary, there bit of a background with Hungary. It got its ass handed to it after World War II. It was one of the instigators. Um, like it and Vienna, basically shit went down, and Hungary became an aggressor. And because of that, my mom just got home. Hi, Mom. I'm streaming.
You know, got up and up.
I'm good. It was good.
You go 10 times this year.
Yes.
Okay.
It went good. I'm streaming right now. We're live on LinkedIn.
Wow. You stream it too.
It's like 2 people.
Anybody I know?
Yeah, Zach and Brianna.
Hey guys.
They're like the only people who actually watch my videos. You're not in the shot yet. You are in though. Okay. I should put a note on my door next time, just that. Yes. I'm a functioning adult. By the way, tomorrow I go over at Daddy's at 11 for work. Not if I'm working. We'll see. Okay. We'll see. I might not. Love you. Okay. Back to what I was saying about the game before I was so rudely interrupted. My two best friends arguing in my stream's chat. Welcome to the 21st century. Anyways, national focuses shape your country. They lead to crazy coolness, like freaking with Hungary, since it's a kingdom. I'm pointing at the word kingdom. Since it's a kingdom, I can elect kings. Not all countries have this option, but Hungary does. Hi, Rocky. My dog just came in here and said hi, and now he's gone. I can choose to either go with a monarchy, or I can do economic intervention and lead my country towards being fascist or communist. You can create factions with this. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of this stuff that I haven't read before because I don't normally look at the communist section because, at least for Hungary, it's really short-lived. Like, there's very little to do. You basically become communist. You assassinate a guy. You can create an army, a red army, and then create a military college. You can join the Comintern, which is the Soviet faction, which has the Soviet Union as its leader. And then you can use your power to kind of pressure other countries to join. It's not a bad way to go, but it's also kind of annoying because then you lose a lot of your ability to expand your country. That's why most people, and me included, when we play Hungary, we go with the balanced budget route, strengthen the king, invite the Habsburg prince who was exiled after World War I because they lost really bad, and they were kind of they were authoritarian. This allows you the chance to take Austria by force or to demand a referendum, basically saying, "Join us or get killed." Yeah. And then you can restore the Austria-Hungarian Empire, which is pretty cool. Then you get this thing called Protect Czechoslovakia, which has a chance of Czechoslovakia outright joining your country. I'm not sure exactly how that works. It doesn't really tell you what the chances are. But then basically you start claiming territory, and then you basically get this thing called Reclaim the Empire, where you are renamed, well, basically, why am I getting messages? You guys are interrupting my stream. What's happening in the stream? Oh, hey Nolan, how you doing, man? Cool to see you show up. Oh, Zach. Zach, stop being obnoxious. You know what? I'm just gonna play. You guys can pick up as we go. Balanced budget. This gives me political power, which I can use to further alter my government as I go along. I'm gonna start some research on support weapons, stronger. Start some research on production so that I can produce things better, construction so I can construct things better, and research by default. We're gonna choose the means because this basically makes my hold up. Yeah, the means because this makes my unit strong. So, pre-civilian factories can use this to build. What do I need right now? I had a deficit for steel as a resource, so I need to go ahead and start building a couple steel mills. Whilst also, build 2 steel mills and then build civilian factories in those provinces. And after, one of the national focuses I can go for is industrial revitalization, which basically says, okay, here's some more building slots, we can build more shit there. So, let's go back to the military factories, military production, and do I have total artillery? I do. That means I can make artillery for building support companies for my infantry, which I'm gonna do, because that just makes sense. Since these are just gonna be for support, might actually be better. There. Hold on. I need to
Case.
We're gonna assign all of y'all the same army. Assign a commander. We're gonna go with General Kisbarnaki Barkis. Okay, General Kisbarnaki Barkis. Yeah, because he's got some.
Vigilant.
He's politically kinetic. Oh wait, no. Field Marshal Morandi, in fact, is significantly better. And then we're gonna set up a front line with Austria because as I get further into like trying to get Austria to join my country, which is a really important focus to go after because of shoot, I got distracted for a second. So if I want to go after Austria before Germany does, because despite having historical AI turned off, Germany can still totally go after my stuff. They have no national focus set, but that's because I'm literally not even an in-game hour into it. This game goes hour by hour, and I can speed that up as fast as possible. But that's
Utasítások.
guaranteed. So I'm going to go ahead and just get an entire battle plan set up because that makes it significantly easier in case I do have to go to war with them. Just create an offensive line bordered by the river because guess what? Rivers are a pain in the butt to cross. So once we do that, I can capture Vienna. If I remember right, the last time I tried to take Austria by force, once I took Vienna, they moved their capital to Salzburg, which is hard to get to because guess what? It's got a giant ass mountain right there. I'm talking really fast. That coffee I had earlier still kicking in. So what would probably happen if they move their capital to Salzburg is I would have to try to push through here, which is doable. No, that's not what I wanted. Spearhead. There it is. Ah!
Baranchuk?
Yeah, like that. See, what they're gonna do is they're gonna, once I take this whole section, which is gonna be pretty easy because Vienna doesn't have a very strong military. Let me see this text I just got. Okay, yeah, let me turn down my game volume. Game options. Audio. Turn that down to medium. Can you hear me better now? Because I don't need to hear what's going on in the game as much because there's not a whole lot going on audio-wise. Yeah. So, what I was saying was, it's going to take an offensive line up past Vienna. Actually, let me continue to edit that order so that they're more focused on coming in and taking this section here. So, once you take this section here, they'll immediately start a spearhead operation that goes just north of the mountains through to Salzburg. Pretty neat, huh? Alright, so we're gonna go no template. That's right, I never actually no, don't worry about that. Decisions available. What do you mean decisions available? Oh, it's because of the Road to 56 stuff. There. It's really fast. So now we're going like 5 hours a second. That is weird to say. 5 hours to second. Per second. I don't know. It takes about 2 seconds for a day to pass by now. Let's go ahead and get these guys exercising as well, because then I earn army experience, which I then use to upgrade my divisions with more, well, not divisions, divisions with different types of units. So then I can add like support artillery, engineers. Engineers are really useful because what they'll do is they'll make it easier to cross rivers, forests, mountains, not so much mountains, but it's like basically any terrain type, engineers will help you get across better, which is really awesome because otherwise, you know how Germany tried to invade Russia during World War II and failed because of the winter? It's kind of like that. Attrition is a thing. So I'm going to also take these guys, apply them to here. There. Now, all these guys are going to be doing exercises and air superiority. Oop. There we go. Let's... I'm confused. Move all those there so that they can get air superiority. And the Alpine route, which is what I wanted. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to skip past that. Germany is going for the remilitarization of the Rhineland. That's this section up here it had a red border along here, meaning that it was a demilitarized zone. Well, now it's remilitarized. So right now I'm just trying to show air superiority over Austria, hoping because some of the factors within this game are based off of your military presence. So like I've seen things where if you have a good military presence in an area and show that you're strong, a country is more likely to accept your invitation into the country. So like a peaceful annexation. So I picked the next. Spain is in a civil war. That's historic. You can watch it from here. You can't really see what different units are fighting and how they're doing, but yeah, you can still you can watch the borders change. Eventually, this whole section will erupt. Actually, pretty early. Like it's kind of not insane. It's actually kind of irritating because you have to go through all those pop-ups, and when you're in Europe, it's kind of useless knowing what's going on over there until later in the game when you're trying to like invade the Soviet Union, which surprisingly is easy to do. All you have to do is focus on getting Moscow because they have most of their big cities in Western Russia. Once you get further in, you don't got as big as cities. It's just a lot of empty territory. Like there's all the points for capitulation are in Western Russia. Let's do this. That was my research slot. We're gonna go with engineer company. That's the same useful as I was saying earlier. Let's see how my construction is doing. Okay, we're getting close to being done building our steel mill, which is awesome because that means that I'll have better production of my guns, my support equipment, and eventually my total artillery, which is cool because all that stuff basically makes my unit stronger. Strengthen the monarchist. That national focus is finished. That means that my country is staying. It's called the party is called the Legitimists right now. Fascism is pretty popular, as is democratic. Communism has no place in this. Like it's like nobody likes communism in this. This adds a lot of stability. Stability and war support are really important for a lot of things. If your war support is too low, you're more likely to surrender if you're losing the war. So we're gonna do elect a king. This improves my stability. Do I know what they're doing? Kinda. We don't know exactly, but so far it looks like they're staying fascist. The war in Spain is looking kind of interesting. The communists look like they're starting to push back because they hold Madrid. Okay, we got another research project finished. That's going to be good because I think that steel mill is done. Yeah. So now. I'm confused. I thought these things added a lot more. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. It does. It adds a lot more. It's just I'm limited to one per state. Wait, no, I'm not. I missed this entire state. Wait, yes, yep. That's cool. Okay. Okay, yeah, that did reduce the deficit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was just misreading my information. Alright, so another thing you do with this game is change your different policies and stuff. For right now, one of the best things to do is to continue gaining political power. That's how you make changes within your government. You see over here all these different politicians, political advisors that I can hire. I'm gonna hire the silent workhorse Zoltan Tilly because he increases my political power gain by plus 15%. That's good. So he's gonna be put into office right away. See, right now I have a disarmed nation conscription law, which means only 1% of my population is recruitable. That's cut in half by the Treaty of Trianon. And it also doubles my construction speed of military factories. So one of the things that I need to do is try to get rid of the Treaty of Trianon. And I do that through national focuses. Okay. Oop. Oh, shoot. I don't mean to keep pausing it. It's not even been like a year since the game started. Cool, Czechoslovakia is building forts. That's not going to do a whole lot for them. Okay, down here is stuff called national character. So it basically brings up Ponto. Italy is claiming an empire. Good for them. You can change things like how you enforce laws, state's mandate, legal status of women. You can enforce the patriarchy or give total equality or use traditional roles or give them limited rights. Elected king. I have that national focus completed. So that gave me a lot more stability. 83% stability. This thing ain't gonna topple anytime soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the secret rearmament. This allows me to start kind of building up more of a military, which will be useful. It's really just a waiting game. It's a numbers game and a waiting game, but it's fun. I just messed up my game. Oh yeah, everything's going down right now. Yep, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be quick. Okay, yeah. Republican Spain is about to be capitulated, I think. I think this whole section here was not. Well, I think this border was closer to around here. I might be wrong. See, they just advanced closer to Madrid. Yeah, that's not good. How are you guys? That's silly. I can't boost party popularity. Oh shoot, I gotta put some research in now. We're gonna do this. Gives me some motorized units available. Gonna research paratroopers because then that makes invasion so much easier. Because then it's like boom, out of nowhere. As long as you have air superiority, which yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, we have that national focus completed. That means that I have slightly. Now I at least have 70%, 0.7% recruitable population. That's pointless, almost. War games, very important, because then I can basically... Oh, U.S. passes Neutrality Act. That's the usual. They're not going to be involved in anything anytime soon. Although, communism looks like it's on the rise a little bit. Yeah, they're improving relations with Republican Spain. They're doing the Pax Americana thing. So it looks like they're gonna... Looks like America's might be moving towards communism just because there's... Well, I think Republican Spain is about to capitulate. Yeah, they're about to capitulate real soon. I just want to see how this game goes because I've only ever really played on historic AI. Man, there's such a large gap between some of the research availabilities. Land doctrine. I never actually picked one. What? Oh, I thought I did. I know I have a research national focus I need for a certain. We're gonna go with the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. Because that actually is pretty useful. It's a bit slower of a playstyle, which I kind of like. We're going to start improving relations with you. So then, once I start... Oh, shoot, I have a lot of political power to start using up. That's actually pretty solid to switch to partial mobilization. That's solid. This is also solid. Basically now, less of my stuff is going to the market. So like here, it shows that I'm extracting 4. I'm only exporting 3. Before I was exporting a lot more because of my trade laws. I basically am saying, no, this is gonna stay with me now, which is good. Actually edit this to add. Nope, I need more. Oh yeah, engineer company is the first thing I'm putting into that template, which won't be long. 4 games, cool. Speaking of which, now I can do that. Edit this at engineer company. We're gonna add more. Ooh, I could add artillery battalion. We're gonna go with another infantry battalion. Granted, it's not gonna be much because of the fact that I still have 0 recruitable population, basically. But I'm also gonna get rid of my Hussar Dandar, which are my cavalry, because they're actually not that good. They're pretty trash. So we're gonna. Yeah, this will be fine. And then we're gonna take all of my units. Oops. Well, we're gonna pick only my Hussar Dundar, my cavalry, and change them to my infantry. Do that. So now we're not so much worried about we can get rid of we can use the Blood Agreement, which gets rid of the Treaty of Trianon. So we're gonna start on that. Oh shoot! It looks like Germany might be turning communist. Because form the Reichskommissariats. I know a little tiny bit of German, and commissariats is not necessarily a hard word to figure out meaning communists. So Germany might be turning communist. That's neat. Nah, because once we get that Treaty of Trianon removed, I'm going to want to change this to a limited conscription. Which is cool. Oh shoot. The Assyrian Empire. Where is that? Whoa, okay, what's happened here? Well, okay then. The Kingdom of Iraq is now the Assyrian Empire. I've never seen that happen. See, cool shit happens when you turn off historical AI focuses. Oh shoot, I need to pick the research. What? I don't need your sass, Brianna. And I think that's the Kingdom of Iran. I see Iran. I'm trying to say Iraq. I think this was the Kingdom of Iraq. I'm fairly certain it was. Yeah, it is, because the UK, which controls this whole section of land, was at war with them, and looks like it still is. And then apparently they switched to the Assyrian Empire. I knew that it was in the Middle East, at least. That's better than most Americans. Can't fault me for that. What am I missing? Ooh, I could start building transport planes, which is important. What am I... Oh, air reinforcements. I'm not doing that right now. Blood agreement. Okay. Assyrian Empire capitulated. That was fast. Am I gonna... Yes! I no longer have the blood agreement. Nice. Yugoslavia issues notes of protest. Cool. I don't care. So, I now have mechanized infantry and paratroopers. We're gonna research that. And field hospitals. Cool. So now we have that. It's going to be a bit, but I'm eventually going to work my way towards limited conscription. Yeah, let's click on. No, we're going to move to fight the Habsburg Prince. Still turning communist. I'm not sure. Okay. Cool. My new leader is Otto von Habsburg. Hold up, let me take a look at Austria for a second. Details. They have a slightly weaker army. They don't have as much manpower. They do have a war economy. But I think we're going to be okay if we try to take Austria by force. Because that gives us a pre-war goal, which is pretty cool. Hopefully this will be done before that, as soon as I get the 300 political power. That's almost 2 a day. We should be cool. I can't math that quickly, but just by estimation, we should be cool. Keeping an eye on the Germans because, hold up, yeah, they are not currently doing Anschluss, which is the taking of Austria, the annexation of Austria. Italy joined the Axis. Cool. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union. That's all historical. Cool. Got a research done. Good. Start the research for the next one. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have this good to go. Cool. guys recuperate. Because once they are no longer being dealt with attrition, it will be good. Industrial revitalization, let's start on that. Whoop. I'm gonna save my game. I know it's kind of cheap, but we're gonna do it anyways. Before I declare war. War is being declared. Okay, it looks like we're doing pretty well. Because even though it's like you see these little blips of red, that's not necessarily. See, I gained ground. Just a matter of trying to take territory. See, taking more territory. I remember there being whatever. I remember there being like somehow a way to tell how close you were to winning a war. Not that I'm worried about it right now. I'm almost taking Vienna. Field hospitals have been researched. That means the next war I fight, I'm gonna have motorized units able to keep my other units safe. Neglecting my other responsibilities. Oh shoot, I never researched that. That sounds good. Take Vienna. You can do it! Why is Vienna being so stubborn? Just die. Oh shoot, we're losing ground. Take Vienna. Good lord. Why is this being so difficult? Like, Vienna's being a pain. Come on. We're so close to beating them. There we go. We took Vienna. And the capital is moved to Innsbruck. That's a nice long call. What? Oh, come on! That's some bull crap right there. Germany... Nah, fam. What? Why? What? No, Load game. Load that shit back up. Cool, Italy proclaims an empire. Okay, so it's clear what I need to do is actually... Oh shoot. What did I just do? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna actually completely change your order setup, since now I know where they're gonna go. We're gonna focus our offensive on Vienna. Like, we're gonna go for a smaller portion of the territory, stopping at the city of Graz. Focusing on Vienna. That should be good. You know what? We're gonna try this again.
Yes.
We're gonna attack aggressively. Invade! Okay, we succeeded in taking that territory. Why are so many divisions going this way? No. Okay, we took Vienna. This is going much faster than it was before.
Fedezékbe vonulunk.
Oop. Okay.
Figyelj! Tarts távolságot! Igyekezz!
Focus on taking this swarm of land right here. Oh shoot. I might have made my front lines too wide just now. This is ridiculous. I actually cannot remember how to see how far I'm coming along. I feel like it should be under diplomacy. Shoot, are they? They are doing the Anschluss. I need to hurry up and finish this
Vigilant.
invasion. Oh shoot.
Fedezékbe vonulunk.
They're about to take that territory. Ah. Oh my god, everything's happening at once. Oh. It ain't working. Well, this is a really crappy situation to be stuck in. Germany is about to finish the Anschluss, which means that this whole war is pointless.
Utasítások.
Go for it. Germany's about to complete that whole thing anyways. And just watch. This is going to turn black in about... Yep, right there. Isn't that some bullcrap? Oh well. This is a pretty crappy situation. Because that basically blocks my entire national focus of restoring the Austria-Hungarian Empire. That means I would have to go to war with Germany, which I'm in no position to do. I thought it was going communist, but that is not the case. So this whole game, I've lost the game. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. I know a lot of it was just me rambling on and not doing a whole lot, but that's kind of how the game plays. Yeah, I suck. I think what was wrong was that I took too long in getting to war with Austria. If I had... I think if I had probably tried to go to war earlier, I probably would have been okay. Or if I had done the demand a referendum, if I had improved relations and tried to do a demand a referendum, this might not have happened. But at this point, there's nothing I can do to win this. And getting Austria is like the biggest thing for playing as Hungary. If you don't get Austria, you're not going to be able to guarantee Czechoslovakia. You've already used up all your options to become a fascist government. So once you complete a tree, or you start on a tree, like I'm unable now to change to a fascist king, or to switch to a full fascist nation, basically. Like I can do it, but it's pointless because it would take a lot more time, and it's not worth it. I've lost the game. Like I said, if I had demanded a referendum, it could have been a lot easier. But there's no guarantee that they're going to accept the referendum. I could have been like, okay, well in that case, afterwards declare war to conquer. But it's kind of pointless now because Germany took it. It's a race against Germany, and then afterwards, it's like you can't do anything. It's useless. So, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like. If not, it's my first video in a long time. And this was mainly just a test to see if my system could handle streaming and playing the game at the same time. So, I think it succeeded. From what I understand, the stream went well. I'll watch it afterwards, see how it went. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Take care. And I'll see you all again sometime. I don't know. This might be one of I've kind of fallen into a pattern of not recording for a very long time. And then recording and not doing it for another long time. But oh well, we'll see. Yeah. Bye.